Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chetna and I make book related videos on this channel. So if you love reading, make sure you subscribe to my channel. So today's video is going to be a book review of the book that I read recently, that is Postales from Greece by Victoria Hislop. So first of all, I really enjoyed reading this book. So if I would have to describe this book in one line, I can say exploring a totally different country on your own and finding peace or finding yourself. Okay, so talking about the plot of the story, our story starts with Ellie, who lives in London, and she is not at all happy with the job she is doing currently. And out of the blue, she starts receiving some postcards which were addressed to a previous tenant of that house, Sarah. So weeks after weeks, she receives those postcards and she starts to read them. So those were sent by a sender, A, who is actually exploring different places in Greece, and he is writing about those places and those experiences to Sarah. So Ellie is totally invested into this story and all the places in Greece, but suddenly those postcards stops coming. So then after that she decides to take a 10-day trip, 10-day vacation to Greece by herself and explore those places on her own. So when she was leaving for her flight, she receives a diary of that same person, Anthony. Okay, his name was Anthony, and that is the first layer of the story. So this book has multi layers of the story. So first was Ellie's side of story, then Ellie reads that diary in her 10-day trip, and which is when we get to know more about Anthony. So Anthony's story starts gradually from being a bit sad and finding peace, and eventually he decides to settle down, and after months of traveling in Greece. So yeah, that is pretty interesting. And in Anthony's story also we get to read about various short stories of the people in Greece. So whichever people Anthony has met, they share their stories about some backstory about any place or any ritual which is happening, and all in all it is very very interesting and very fun to read. Some of the stories are very heart touching. So yeah, this is all about the plot. So next I want to talk about some things that I really enjoyed about this book. First of all, only the idea of all the strangers which are talking to Anthony, sharing their stories, and this promotes the friendly culture of Greece, I felt because it's really fun to talk to local people whenever you visit any different country or any different city. So yeah, next I really liked Ellie's courage to explore a totally different country by her own and just indulging into someone else's story so much. This book actually promotes the idea of traveling solo and the perks of traveling, all in all. So next I want to talk about some things that I wish could have been improved. So first, as I said, this story is multi-layered. Although the language is pretty simple to read, but it takes a bit time to get hold of this whole idea of various stories and get used to it. Next up, I really wanted to know more about Ellie's character in this book, because basically Ellie is only in the start and the end of the book. I really liked her character and I wanted to know more about her character. And finally, I felt like the end could have been more interesting or something mysterious, because I was expecting some revelation will be happening at the end of the story for the actual plot, which didn't. Things were very straightforward, which is not at all disappointing. The end is very good, but I don't know, maybe I'm reading more mystery novels these days, and that is why my expectations are pretty high nowadays. So all in all, it's a really good book and I would highly recommend to you to read at least once. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have watched this video till here, make sure you like this video, comment down below if you have already read this book, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.